Barbecue with the beer truck.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
All right, it's week 3. West Virginia taking on the Pittsburgh Panthers in Motown. And welcome back to this special series of barbecuing with the beer truck. Week 3, we had to go with our best thing, best thing for the tailgate. Look at this hunk of meat, a big brisket.
Yep, barbecue brisket.
So, Owen, how are we getting this thing prepared for the smoker?
Well, it can be daunting, but and I never thought I'd do an actual trim brisket video, but we're gonna trim this thing. We're probably gonna trim a pretty good amount off of it. It's almost an 18-pound brisket. So let's get after it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get after it.
So West Virginia taking on Pitt, and obviously you've played through a couple of those rivalry games.
Owen Schmitt breaking free. Look at big Owen Schmitt. Rumble inside the 25 and down to the 20.
What I know what it feels like as a fan. What's it feel like as a player playing in those games?
Well, it's a passionate game. Especially with Coach Rod at the helm, he really built the tradition up for those games. So, when we played Pitt, it was just a whole nother different attitude at practice. And it's just one of those things that, unless you've been to one, you don't really know. But when you have been to one, you'll never forget it.
That's right. What are some of those maybe practice methods that he implemented during that week before we would play Pitt on the weekends?
It was just max focus. You know what I mean? Max focus. A lot of stadium noise. A lot of in-game situations. A lot of situational drills, right, to make sure that our skills are honed. Now, traditionally, that game was played, back when I was playing Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And now it's it's no longer. They're no longer doing that. So, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's the modern day college football. I'm just glad that rivalry
still exists
at this time.
What are some of the greatest memories that you've had playing Pitt? Maybe a play that stuck out to you, or maybe even just beefing right outside the locker room with some Pitt players, or
not so much beefing. The first 2 years we played them, we had pretty successful games, and then there's that game that we don't speak of.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that's the game of football. Unfortunately for me, that was the last game I ever played at Mountaineer Field. So does it sting? Absolutely. It's unfortunate, but that's just part of the deal, man. That's just part of the deal.
Game.
Yep.
There's got to be a winner. There's got to be a loser.
Yep.
What's it mean for Coach Rod to be back and to play this game again?
For Coach Rod to be back doing this, for this game, it's got us. It's obviously. I'm sure there's a whole. I can't even imagine what's going on in his mind right now at the moment.
It's the last. Everybody remembers the last time he's played Pitt.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like a redemption game in a way.
I'll say this: it very much could be. Could be a redemption game, and it very much could be a coffin game too.
Wow.
So.
Well said.
A
lot of pressure on this game both ways for sure.
It's. In my opinion, it's kind of like how back when Dave Wanstead was the coach. when they beat us. So, you know, that kind of like it saved his career. I guess it could ruin a career at the same time.
Yeah, yep. And when we're trimming this brisket up, what are we looking to trim here? Just all the visible, like just fat pockets, or how much fat we leave it on the side?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave about a 1/4 inch on the top side. I mean, you can tell just right here we got a lot of work to do.
Yep.
Right there, I'm just kind of cutting down this oxidized meat here.
Right, that little brown piece.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up and show the camera here.
Just something that got oxidized
a
during
little bit of brown there.
the vacuum sealing process. Nothing, it don't matter. It just kind of cleans it up. And then it really exposes this fat cap for me. So as you can tell, 1/4 inch is like, you know, that. You know, so I'm gonna have to trim
Quite
roughly,
a bit off.
Yeah, 3/4 of an inch off. And right now I'm just kind of shaving this decal down. This is a big band of fat that runs between the two muscles. This is the point muscle, and this is like the fattier part. That's the more marbled part you'll see generally, and you can kind of see that with that cut that I made. And then this is the flat. This is generally more of the leaner part of the cow on that muscle. So you got a nice fatty part, a nice lean part. That's why I guess in traditional, you know, barbecue joints like in Texas, you know, they'll ask you if you want, you know, when you're in the lines, they'll ask you if you want a lean or fatty.
And what's the happy medium?
So the happy medium would be when you get to about mid brisket, and then they turn to, you know, about mid brisket, you start having some of the point, some of the flat, and then you can see that band of fat that's running through both portions of the meat.
I'm sure we'll get to that later.
Yeah, absolutely.
After what, 17, 18 hours of cook?
After a good smoke. And right now, I'm just kind of cleaning up a little bit of this stuff. It doesn't really matter. It's a long cook. None of this is really going to bother us during the cook. I'm just trying to really get some of this oxidized stuff down, and then I'm going to work on really getting this fat cap down. So I just want to make sure that this piece of meat, when it lays down, right, it's flat. So that's why I kind of took that out. So when I pull this over now,
we'll see if it's flat or not.
Right. Now that brisket's laying fat, now you see this giant piece here, right? That's what we really want to try to cut out. Now that's, I mean,
just straight up fat.
Look at
just
all this is fat in here.
You're listening to Mountaineer Football Talk.
ITG.
Willie D behind the 30, comes over the 30, over the 35, the 40, over the 45, the 50, down to the Pitt 45, swings to the right, over the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. He's off and running the 10, the 5. Touchdown, West Virginia. Willie D pulled it in. That's about a 70-yard return. He went this way, that way.
If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to In the Gun and to ITG Clips. That's the best way to catch all our newest Mountaineer content hot off the press. And how about a quick shout out to J.R. Toothman and our friends at Toothman Ford? We all know that cars cost less in Grafton. Plus, let's give some love to Fortis and our good buddy Rick Lewis. For roof performance and financial certainty guaranteed, be sure to visit fortis.us.com. And a tip of the cap to Tim Johnston and his awesome crew at Johnston Equipment off I-79, exit 99 between Weston and Buchanan. And finally, the Book Exchange. For a limited time, when shopping online at bookexchangewv.com, be sure to enter promo code INTHEGUN20, that's 20, for an awesome savings of 20%. That's right, 20%.
Thank God it got to me a little bit.
Did it? It'll get you, dude.
Notice how he's not rubbing it, but he's more or less patting it. It's a secret that he had told me.
Yep, so we got the sides.
Flip it, get the back here.
Flip it, we'll get the top here. And remember, this is a massive, massive piece of meat. So, by all means, you know.
it needs a lot of seasoning in order to get that black crust that's so prevalent in a good piece of brisket.
Yeah, so if you want a good bark or whatever they, and people talk about,
Now, is this your favorite cut of barbecue?
Oh man, yeah, I'd have to say brisket's probably, it's probably my most favorite, just because it's a sensitive cook. So, and it's a long cook, takes a long time, but if done right, great results, and it always brings the family and friends together.
Oh, for sure. All right, so what's next?
So now we're gonna plop this on the smoker.
All right, let's go do it. Got the smoker on, folks. We're gonna drop it in here. What do we think? 17, 18, 19 hours?
Yeah, for a 17-pound brisket, we're probably looking at 17 and a half hours.
All right, finishing up this brisket here, or letting it cook a little bit longer. Owen, what's the next step here?
Hey, next step is we're gonna pull it, we're gonna temp it, and we're gonna foil boat it, right? And then we'll get it back on so it can deliver some more of that smoke and keep continuing to render that fat cap.
Yeah, let's do it. And what's it sitting around right now?
Well, let's pull this bad boy. We'll see where it's at. She's looking nice. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she looks real nice.
Now, is there a certain way to get that bark on the top, like we've already started to see a little?
Yeah, so right, as far as the bark goes, we got quite a ways actually. If you look in here, like it hasn't quite, it's starting to render, right? That fat's starting to turn yellow. It's still not there yet. Once it's ready, it'll literally turn into jello, and it'll just add so much flavor to the brisket.
And then our boat method, where we go around it.
Yep, same boat method, just like before, right? Keep that fat cap on top exposed. That way that fat can keep continuing to render.
And in the cook-wise, how many hours are we in right now?
Right now, we're probably, let's see, what time is it? We're about 11 and a half hours in. We'll give her a quick probe just to see where it's at. And like I said, like, see how my probe's going in? Right here, it's got some resistance, right? We're about 168, 170 right now.
What's the target range?
Target range is roughly about 205. 205, 203 roughly. And we'll keep that sucker lit up and we'll go back. All right, we got the Mac Daddy on here. We're about to pull the King of Barbecue off. A little barbecue brisket. So let's see what we got here. Oh,
smell it all right.
Yeah. Oh, look at that jiggle. That's how you know you've done your job. Look at her. That's a little meat candy action. All right. Oh, I can tell she's tender just from underneath. You can see we got real nice rendering. Right, that yellow patch there, the fat is rendered really well, which is nice. It's kind of sitting in its own. Look at that tallow, it's just sitting in, dude. Bark looks nice and set. It's looking really good. We're gonna let this thing rest. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a big long rest guy with brisket. Today we're probably only get maybe, half hour, but that's all we get. But if you can, right, rest as long as you can. We're gonna bring it down to temp. We're gonna wrap this thing up right now. We're gonna let her sit out on the table to cool down by itself, and we're gonna slice in for the holy goodness. What's next? All right, what's next? Let's bust it out. It's been resting and
the big hulls.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
It looks pretty good. Beware of the money shot that's about to happen. So this thing is super tender. You can just tell by the way I'm
holding it.
Holding her.
Holding it like a baby. It truly is the baby. It's the meat of all meats.
It's barely holding itself under its own weight.
Got the beef tallow on there too. Sheesh. Doesn't get any better than that, especially for this game. Week 3 against Pitt.
Somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast.
Week 3, this is the big one.
This is the big one. We had to go all out for this one.
So, all right.
And then that bark, I mean, it's just blackened up perfectly.
Yeah, that bark's great, man.
Yeah.
Caught a lot of smoke. We'll see ultimately what it tastes like.
So when you cut this, you usually start just on the edge, and how thick you cutting it?
I'm cutting like a 1/4 inch. I mean, oh, buddy, be careful.
There we are, folks, right there. We got a nice little fat cap on the top. Look how tender it is. I'm not even, just a little pinch and it's disintegrating right in my hands. Let's give it a go.
I mean, this is absolutely, it's just barely holding under its own weight.
There's a reason why everybody
Fat
loves
cap
brisket.
is perfectly rendered. I mean,
Could we do anything else for week 3? I mean, it just had to be.
that's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just have to be here. I mean, to smell it, to taste it. But, I mean, you saw the easy steps to it. There's nothing to it. I mean, there's a lot to it, but you just got to stay focused and make sure that you keep up with it.
Yep.
And you'll end up with a piece of meat like this. But
Yeah, I mean, just literally falling on its own self. It's wonderful. Love this right here.
is that like the most fatty part? Sheesh.
Man, it's as juicy as it gets.
Should I get smiling at us?
It's just kind of a little bit of both. I mean, it's just, it's nice.
Falls right off. Wow, that was the best brisket I may have ever had in my life. And you can have that same brisket at home if you just follow Owen's recipe. It's Pitt week. Did you know that the Panthers are the only animal to eat feces? Oh, also, Sweet Caroline. Be near and tell near about your favorite WVU football podcast. And always remember,
I say is true. Anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great.
Pure poetry.
let's go Mountaineers. Eat well and beat Pitt.
This mission is over. It's over.